My name is Sheila Hixson. I was born in Lawrence, Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula near the Canadian border on Lake Superior. The population is 2,500 people. I worked for the Democratic Party in Michigan, and then Congressman Ford, when he went to Congress, I still was in Michigan for a couple years in his office there. Then my husband, who was a union organizer for the American Federation of Teachers, was transferred to the national office. He was going to run the national operation. And so we moved to Washington, D.C., and I went to work for Bill up on Capitol Hill. Then I got a job. I went to work for a lobbyist, the American Dental Association. And then I lobbied in Capitol Hill, and I did that for 15 years, something like that. And in that period of time, I got elected to the House of Delegates. I didn't want to do it, but there was an opening, and they kept saying, "Well, Sheila, you take it. You've got all the Democratic background." This guy, I said, "I can't. I've got 4 children. I need money. I have to work. I do kind of thing." And they said, "Oh, just take it for 2 years." That was what, in 1976, and here I am today, still there.
Well, I first went to Annapolis in 1986. Of course, Sheila was elected first in 1932. No, Sheila, that's a joke. It's a bad joke, I know. But all of us new whippersnapper delegates were ordered to go and get schooled, particularly from Montgomery County. Go and get schooled by Sheila Hixson. She will mentor you. She will teach you what the legislative process is.
I served on the Environmental Matters Committee for a number of years, and then I went to Ways and Means, and then I became chair.
When she became chairman, she was very disciplined. She ran a taut ship within the Ways and Means Committee. No question who was in charge. She had a lot of respect, obviously, from her committee members. And it's a tough committee because it polarizes on the issue of taxes. Many times it becomes contentious on education funding, who gets what and who doesn't get funding for education. So she has a tough subject matter over there. She also has gambling and horse racing. But she was very, very, very disciplined and very, very strong as a committee chair.
Well, people who work with her and continue to work with her know how friendly she is, how affable she is, and how loyal she is. So if you're loyal to her, she's loyal to you.
Her great work has not been confined to the Ways and Means Committee. When Governor Glendening, signed Maryland's landmark gay rights bill into law in 2001, he singled out Sheila Hixson for her passion and relentless fight for equal rights. It was a bill she'd introduced every year since 1993.
That was a personal thing for me. I have a son who's gay, and saw a lot of the turmoil he went through.
I also had the great privilege of working with Sheila Hixson on 2 big issues: raising the cigarette tax in the state of Maryland, which has saved lives, and working with Sheila on the Thornton Commission legislation, which provided much needed investments in needy school districts throughout the state, but also made sure that every county was treated fairly. And that landmark legislation would not have passed if not for Sheila Hixson's efforts in the House of Delegates.
I don't mind putting in controversial issues that I think should be heard and I think the public should be aware of.
I think her legacy is she'll have a tremendous impact on the educational funding in the state of Maryland. The fact of the matter is that the formulas you have today, like Thornton, and the way the money is dispersed, really centers a lot around Sheila Hixson's role as chairman of the committee and a great advocate for K-12 education.
She always fought for our children. She fought against domestic violence. She fought for our environment. She fought for education. And she has a tremendous legacy for the people of our state.
Well, we were friends prior to her coming to the legislature, and I was very thrilled that she came in. She cross-filed a lot of bills with me for the AFI, the Roundhouse Theater, many other things. It's so hard to remember. There was so much. We brought home a lot of money for the county.
She has mentored dozens and dozens, if not hundreds, of legislators and legislative assistants. And she has left a mark on Annapolis, which is, irreplaceable. Now, did I particularly enjoy all of my mentoring by Sheila Hixson? No, because when I think of her, I think of that iron fist covered with a velvet glove. Every once in a while I saw the velvet, but most of all I felt the, Peter, what were you thinking?
She's universally respected. She has great friends down here. I love her to death. She's been a great friend, great mentor to me. When I got started, I became a chairman right after she became a chairman. She helped guide me through a lot of things. And I think that, her longevity and her spirit to do this, well into her 80s, is a real testimony to the type of character that Sheila is.
Young ladies, they look up to her and they see a giant. We have women now who serve with her, but who are standing on her shoulders because she broke the glass ceiling and she's made it easier for them to be in the room where all the decision making is done. There's the floor of the House of Delegates, but then there's a room where the decision making is done. And she has always been in there, and now she's welcomed other women to that very room.
So, Sheila, let me just say from the heart how much I love you and how much you have contributed to the strength of our community, Montgomery County and Maryland. And let me just salute you on this gala, all the people involved in it. You're the best, and just thanks from me.
To my dear friend Sheila, thank you for your help when I was Speaker of the House. Thank you for what you've done for the children of our state, how you've protected our elderly, how you fought for our environment. You are a true friend, and I wish you only the best as you continue your incredible career.
Sheila, we all have much to thank you for, both for our county and our state. You have known great joys and also great heartbreaks. I hope that through it all, you have soldiered on, knowing and taking comfort in the fact that you have had so many friends standing with you. I also know you still have much on your agenda, but I want to join everyone this evening to say, thank you, Sheila, we love you.
The bottom line for me would be kind to each other, bring the best out in people. Life's too short to hold grudges, and stay involved within the community. You can only make it better.